Super West.
Hey guys, Chloe Meadows Edits here. Welcome to my first Sims Let's Play. In this Sims Let's Play, I'm going to be doing a challenge that I don't want to say I made it up myself because I think it already exists, but I think the rules that I have for this will probably be less strict than the official challenge, but I'm not too sure. So I gave my sim the curator aspiration, which means basically that they want to collect a bunch of stuff, which I think fits well with the challenge. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I want to try and collect every single thing that there is to collect in the Sims. There's like a big list within the game that helps you keep track of it all, and even if you like sell stuff, it still counts as being collected. So here I picked my Sims traits and I decided to go for traits that fit well with the challenge. I thought somebody who would want to collect a bunch of stuff would probably have to be an outdoorsy person because a lot of stuff they collect is outside. So she'd get a lot of happy moodlets from that. I made it creative because creative people often tend to like collecting stuff, not all of them, but I wanted to, that doesn't affect the challenge in any way, but I wanted to add a bit of realism there to the story. And I made them adventurous because I feel like that kind of person would be doing a lot of things to collect a lot of stuff. So I just found some rules online for the official challenge, and basically mine's very similar, but as I said, it's a lot more relaxed because this one wants you to start with 0 simoleons and build your house up, and I haven't done that. I've just started with a normal amount of money and made my sim have a job and make money that way. And this one is building the museum on your home lot. I'm actually going to be doing it elsewhere. So pretty much apart from that, the challenge is going to be pretty much the same, and I'll probably just go over the rules more with you guys as I play through it. The main reason I'm not following the rules of an official challenge is because I've never done a Sims challenge before, so I wanted to start myself off with something easy, and I think in the future I'll do some more challenging challenges. But I'll probably also do normal Let's Plays for you guys as well. So I decided to make it spring in my game simply because it was the first option there, and I don't think it really matters for my dumbed down version of the real challenge. As for where they lived, I chose Willow Creek just because it's the first one there, and I wanted to start off getting the collectibles you can get there, and eventually travel all around to the different locations where you would get the collectibles you need from those. So as you can see, I started off with having a quick look at what everything that I'd need to collect. As you can see, there is a big list. So I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but I'll probably just like put all of the information maybe in the description or something if anybody wanted to have a look. If anybody was thinking about doing this challenge themselves, perhaps. So in this challenge, the first thing I decided to start off with was fishing, because that's actually one of the easiest things to start with in a challenge like this. Because you don't only just catch fish, you can catch all sorts of stuff really. And then I went like looking for frogs, and also looking at what plants were there. There was nothing ready to harvest yet because I just started a new game. What I couldn't believe is I caught a cow plant berry already, which I think is supposed to be quite rare. So I can't believe that was like literally the first thing that was caught. It's quite funny. Yeah, and then, you know, just digging up some crystals. Start off with like the basic boring stuff, and later it'll get to like the more interesting stuff. There's also this giant tree in Willow Creek which you can go in. You can find rare items there, so at some point I'll be using that tree. Usually I ignore the welcome wagon as well, but I allowed it because I will need to be carrying on the generation of Sims so that I can have new founders. So, because when this Sim dies, her child is gonna have to take over this challenge. So I wanted like the first Sim, my Sims, or to be their future partner. To be honest, I also bought an aquarium to temporarily put the fishes in for now. I haven't caught any yet. There's nothing to put in it just yet. But yeah, then I got her cooking some food. Just to, you know, kiss their bottoms a little bit. So I actually decided to go fishing with the neighbours. It's quite funny. Imagine that in real life. Like, you just meet your neighbours and you all just go fishing together and get along straight away. Become best friends right away. Sims are very social. A lot more social than me. But yeah, I wanted to sort of build up their relationship at the same time as like being able to collect stuff, so I could sort of kill two birds with one stone there.
Yes! Oh, Naya!
I think as we move on as well, the challenges that will have to be done are going to get a lot more interesting, like especially when it comes to collecting aliens, and we're going to have to go to different planets and stuff. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, this at the moment is just getting through like all the basic stuff, all the boring stuff. But hopefully this challenge is going to get way more interesting than that later down the line. So I actually went onto another lot and actually made a start on the museum. Now this museum, the way I built it, don't think that that's gonna be how I'm keeping it, because it is most definitely not. Literally I'm just using it as like a bit of a storage place for now, because I hate my Sims inventories getting clogged up. I have no idea why, because it has infinite space. I just got a little bit of OCD about it. I'm like it with save files and games. I don't know what it is with me. let me know if any of you guys are like that. But yeah, so it's just a big box with all the stuff in it, just somewhere to keep it for now. Something annoying I found out is that it wouldn't let me, on a community lot, it wouldn't let me put fish in aquariums, and I don't understand why. So yeah, that's a bit strange. But yeah, at the end of this whole challenge, I'll be building a museum that actually looks good, hopefully. Well, the best I can make it anyway, with the best of my effort. Also, speaking of fish and aquariums, I wish that on The Sims you were actually able, well, you're able to have fish as a pet, but I wish it was more realistic. Like, instead of them just being like a display thing, I wish that you actually had to feed them, and that like they could die, because fish in real life certainly aren't immortal and they certainly need to be fed, so it doesn't really make sense. Since in The Sims 3, if you had a fish you had to feed them, so I don't know why Sims 4 don't have that ability. Basically I just emptied my Sims inventory all out into all these displays in different sections. I might end up changing my mind and just, I don't know, put it all back in the inventories, just do it all at the end. It might be a lot easier. I don't know, I'll see how I feel. I can be very indecisive sometimes, even while playing video games. It's a problem. So next in my game, I just got my sim doing some cooking. Fill up this underneath. And often there's ways around not making it so that your sim doesn't have to cook, like ordering takeaways or just having quick meals instead. I honestly prefer building up my Sims cooking skill because I like making them experiment with all the different recipes they can do as their cooking skill gets higher. I think though, when this new cottage living expansion pack comes out, I'm going to enjoy that so much more because you could add a lot challenge where you actually have to collect all the ingredients yourself. So it just becomes a lot more realistic that way, you know? I think it would add a lot of realism to the game. I'd probably have that lot challenge on every single house, because of course in real life, you have to have the ingredients to be able to make something, of course. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this cottage living pack. It looks like it's going to be really good actually. Main thing I'm excited about is the animals. So yeah, I had a little look at this Willow Creek tree. I may or may not have looked it up online on how to do it. But it said that you have to view it several times, I think, to be able to gain access to it. Before I did that, I just went around the area a bit more, see what else I could collect, before I went ahead with it. And yeah, and then just carried on paying attention to the tree, doing all the different interactions until I was able to gain access to it. Found some stuff to harvest as well beforehand. Complimenting the tree on its leaves. Can you imagine being caught doing that? You just stand there complimenting a tree on its leaves and people walk past thinking you're an absolute weirdo. So yeah, eventually I was able to gain access to the tree and I was able to explore it. You have like all these options that come up. I may or may not have looked up the answers because I have no idea what was the correct answer, so probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have tried it out myself, but it's too late now. Yeah, so I had a little cheeky peek at the answers there for that one. So here I was in this secret Sims location, and the first thing I did, of course, was go fishing. As I said, that's a very handy thing you're going to want to do straight away, doing this kind of challenge, especially in a new kind of location. And in a place like this, where you're more likely to find rare stuff, like I caught a rainbow fish, which is a rare type of fish. I'm not sure if this is like the only place you can catch it. Possibly. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so I just had my sim fish for a bit until I found quite a bit of stuff. Used some bait as well. I think as my sim gets higher in the fishing skill, it's possible that I think they know exactly what type of bait to use in what kind of ponds. I'm not too sure. Can't remember. But then after that, I also had another look around at what was there. Collected quite a few things. Got some more frogs as well. Plenty of fish. Yeah, one thing I didn't mention is that you can breed frogs. So that's why I haven't put any of my frogs in the display museum. It's because I want to keep them so I can breed different ones. To create new types of frog, new breeds. And then there was another little pond there, I just went fishing in as well, see if it would be any different. I thought this was such a really pretty place. Like if I went here in real life, I'd love to just chill here and have a picnic or something. It'd be so relaxing. Yeah, so I think I've literally explored everything. Oh, and my sim also peed themselves because there is nowhere to pee in this place. So that's unfortunate. I don't know why she's embarrassed because literally nobody witnessed her peeing herself. I suppose she's embarrassed of herself, I guess. Anyway, I think I've explored all there is to explore at Willow Creek. I probably will still find more items there, but I think now I want to start focusing on going to other locations where I can find more stuff. So that will be the next episode where I will go to Oasis Springs next, the desert world, which I'm pretty sure, comparison of the different places, you'd find very different kinds of places in a desert than you would in like a creek area. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and there'll be plenty of more episodes to come. Goodbye.